Antony's potential return from injury for Saturday's FA Cup final comes as an unexpected, and probably optimistic, update. The Brazilian needed crutches to walk himself into Old Trafford on Sunday after suffering a nasty-looking ankle problem inside half an hour of Thursday's 4-1 win over Chelsea, having to be carried off on a stretcher. His absence would be a blow, and it seems reasonable to assume that even if fit, the winger will not be starting at Wembley against Manchester City, a team he has already scored against this season. It opens the door for an FA Cup final start for Sancho, who would be beginning his first game under the arch since England's 3-0 friendly win over Ireland in November 2021. You have to go back to November 2019 and a 7-0 win over Montenegro to find the last time he started a game at Wembley in front of a crowd. February's League Cup cameo was a much happier experience than his one in the Euro 2020 final 20 months earlier. Erik ten Hag has kept faith in Sancho during the second half of the season despite mainly tepid outings. He's started 11 of the last 15 Premier League games, mostly on the left amid injuries to Marcus Rashford and Alejandro Garnacho. He's played 19 games on the left this season and has scored 3 times, leaving United fans frustrated. The Reds faithful were delighted to welcome him back in February after his time away from the squad over the festive period, but will still have wanted more from the 23-year-old in the months since. In his final season at Borussia Dortmund, the youngster played on the left flank almost as much as the right, 15 vs 14, but maybe that flattered to deceive. 71 of his 131 appearances for the Germans came on the right, with just 45 on the left. At United, he's played 48 times on the left and just 16 matches on the right. The role of the winger today compared to 20 years ago has changed a lot, with right-footed players on the left and vice versa, the expectancy to cut in and fire at goal. But there are exceptions to the trend, and Sancho seems to be one of those. This season, he has taken 9 games fewer on the right wing to match the same amount of goals he's scored on the left, 3 in 10. His assist for Anthony Martial in the win over Chelsea came while he was on the right too. Sancho's stylish goal against Liverpool in August came while he was on the right flank. It's the only top 6 side he's netted against this term, having played on the left against the rest. Further still, he grabbed 3 goals in 4 matches on the right on last summer's preseason tour. It seems obvious where he thrives most, and it's a shame that it has not been recognized sooner. Of course, Ten Hag is unlikely to bench £85 million signing Antony, and Sancho does not get into United's first-choice front three right now, with the Brazilian offering more. But Sancho is an impressive backup when Antony needs rotating or taking off. Sancho has failed to grab the bull by the horns during his United stay, but there is still time on his side. Nevertheless, next season still seems important for the former Manchester City Academy star. Putting in a stellar performance at Wembley against his old employers would plant a seed in the mind of Ten Hag that will linger over the summer. Perhaps clarity for Sancho is what is needed after a trying season. So, with Garnacho and Rashford hogging the left flank, Sancho can concentrate on producing the goods on the right and challenge Antony's first pick status, having been unable to earn that right himself so far.